Well, it's been a long half a year since we were last here, but I have finally put it off for long enough. It is time for us to torture ourselves on the alternate route of Dragonstar Varnir, the far darker tale of the madness route. We'll be playing on hard as well to spice it up a bit.
Varniria, where dragon bones tower over the land. The Holy Emperor, supreme ruler of all, built this empire on the faith of the savior of the world, the holy god, Varnir. Though it appeared this empire was on its way to achieving prosperity, an evil shadow was cast upon the land by the enemies of God. Vicious dragons, who ruled the forest, were kept within the bodies of powerful wielders of magic, witches. The Empire created the Knights of Requiem to carry out the will of God, to destroy the lineage of these cursed witches. The witches went into hiding, searching for a way to fight against their inevitable deaths, for a way to end their living hell.
Damn it! It's just not letting up. Running is pointless. Bring it on! I can take you! Damn! I wish the other knights were here. I can't believe I got separated from them. That's just my luck. It's not working at all. Is this it? Damn it! I think my ribs are broken. No. If I died here, it wouldn't make a difference in the world. And it's not like I have a family that would miss me. But I can't let this be the end! Well, this is it. I can feel myself fading.
Not today! Just in time. I'm glad. Hey, are you alive? Just barely, it seems. You need to hang on just for a little longer.
Vanessa, why in the world are you trying to help this fool? He literally spends his days trying to hunt us down.
I'm not being generous here. I have every intent of using him. The Knights captured Laponette. If he's really one of them, he should know where they're keeping her.
I still don't get it. I'm sure we can get that information somewhere else. Why save him? He doesn't deserve to be helped, no matter the intent. Him, all the Knights. They deserve to have their flesh consumed by dragons.
Okay, but think about it. What we have here is an opportunity. What's the point of his death if it doesn't benefit Laponette right now? If we take him as our prisoner, we can probably leverage a deal with the Knights, right? We should do everything we can to protect ourselves and the ones we care about. I think we're done talking now. Let's take out that dragon.
I guess we have to. All right, let's kill it.
The first thing worth mentioning is that I won't be going over past points on my original playthrough from before. If you're interested in them, please watch that first run through. I thoroughly enjoyed making it, and it would make me so happy to know that more people got to watch it and were introduced to Dragonstar. This route is more for the people who have already seen the main path and want to see just how dastardly miserable the path can really get. So the first few parts of this are gonna feel kind of familiar to the original because things don't start twisting straight away. The twist of the knife of how much darker this gets is very slow and methodical, but when it gets there,
what do we do with
oh
this
by
one?
Jove, it gets
If
there.
we leave him be, he'll die.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to use some healing magic on him. It isn't working. Are we too late?
Hey! Snap out of it! We're over here being nice enough to save you. If you know what's good for you, you won't die on us, you idiot.
Let's try again, okay? Oh no, his breathing is getting weaker. Is there anything else we can do?
What a waste of energy. We'll have to figure out our problem on our own. Okay, well, let's just kill him and get going.
Kill, kill, kill. Is that all you ever say? You're so narrow-minded.
Come on, look at him. It's not like there's anything we can do for him. Maybe if he was a witch, he could drink some dragon's blood, but it wouldn't work on him like it would work on us.
Wait, that's not a bad idea.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah. Humans won't react to dragon blood the same way as us, so they won't be able to gain magic powers. But what if it still worked? Even just a tiny bit?
You're suggesting we let him drink dragon blood?
Well, we have a fresh dragon corpse right here. This guy is going to die if we don't do anything. So I think any chance at a miracle is worth a shot.
You do have a point.
We need something to carry the blood.
What the hell are you doing? You're gonna use your mouth?
Father! Run! The dragon! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
What the?
Where am I? What happened to the dragon? How am I still alive?
Wow, I really didn't think it would work.
Yeah, pretty unexpected.
Who are you? Wait. Your outfits. Your hair. You two are witches!
Wow, he can move pretty quickly already. I think he's gonna be okay.
It's a shame about the attitude problem. Glad your little experiment worked. Now, let's kill him.
We went through all that trouble of saving him, and you want to kill him?
Save me? You're right. My wounds, they're healed? That's impossible. Did you really heal me?
Yes, we did.
You know who I am, don't you? And you healed me anyway?
Yup, that's right.
What do you want?
Our dear friend was captured by the Knights of Requiem. You know as well as I do that they're going to torture her. But that's not going to happen.
Because you're going to give us her location.
I can guess where she might be. But I can't betray my brothers. I was alone when you found me, wasn't I? I got separated from my troop. And I have no idea where they are right now.
Well, it was a good effort, Manessa. Let's kill him.
Karikaro, no. He's still worth something to us.
Right. Okay, bud. I hope you know you're coming with us. If you say no, then...
I'll do whatever you want.
Oh, someone's feeling cooperative today.
I may have survived that dragon, but only barely. I wouldn't stand a chance against two witches right now.
Smart choice. Okay, let's go.
And thus begins our journey once more with Manessa and Karikaro as our lead. Just throwing it out there, I won't be rehashing old jokes, or at least I'll try not to, unless I completely forget I made the joke and then accidentally make it again, but you know. So that means don't expect another Karikaro kill count. We did that last time. She says it way too much. We can agree on that. She's probably going to say it a lot more as we get crazier and crazier. But now we've got a decent stretch before... Well, I say that we haven't got long before the next cutscene and I have to start voicing the characters again. But the general idea is that you need to build up your madness scale to certain points before certain parts of the game. To give an example, the very first instance of a unique scene is if your madness is above 15% before the end of Chapter 2. So between chapter 1 and 2, I'm going to be a lot of death grinding, where I'll be going into fights deliberately intending to lose, to try and build it up quickly. But I've got to remember the voices I did now. Oh boy, this will be interesting. Hurry up! Stop dragging your feet! I can't let my guard down around these two. They might have saved me, but I know they're out to hurt the knights however they can. I have to escape. But I don't even know where we are. You bastard! You're trying to plot an escape, aren't you? What are you talking about? You're not fooling anyone. I've seen the way you're looking around. You're trying to figure out where we are. I won't stop you, so go ahead. Run. Give me a reason to kill you. Guess I have no choice but to go along with this for now. I need them to trust me. I'm not plotting anything, I promise. Psh, you're not fooling anyone, you idiot. Anyway, what's your name? It's Zephy. What are your names? I'm Minessa. What the hell are you doing? Don't tell him our names! We'll be fine. He should at least know the names of the people that saved him. Listen, worm. I'm telling you this so you remember the name of the witch that saved you. I'm Karikaro. Got it. Minessa and Karikaro. Listen to me, Zephy. I did not learn your names because I wanted to become your friend. You hunt us. I despise you. I shouldn't have to take this from these idiots. I joined the knights to destroy both dragons and witches. I shouldn't get too friendly. I see those wheels turning, Zephy. All I can say is, you better keep your mouth shut if you plan on making it out of here alive. Fine, what a... Hey, what's going on? What the hell? I'm burning up. We tell this loser to keep his mouth shut, and what does he do? Start screaming. What an idiot. Okay, let's kill him. Wait, something's wrong. What just happened? Hey, is that? Yeah. My clothes, they're all messed up. Hey, I wasn't trying to run for it, No, look, the mark on your chest. Mark? What are you talking about? What is this? It looks like the mark of a witch. You're right, it's almost identical. What are you talking about? It can't be, that's impossible. It really does look like our mark. But how can that be? What do you think, Karikaro? He's human, and I've never heard of any male having our mark. Maybe it's some kind of mutation. No. This just used to be a little birthmark. How did it get so big? I wonder if giving him dragon blood had anything to do with it. What? What did you say? We tried healing magic on you, but it didn't do anything, so... We took a chance and made you drink dragon blood. It has healing properties for witches, so we thought, why not? This can't be. This is insane. No one told you to do that. Listen, you wouldn't even be here right now if we didn't do that, so shut up. Monsters! How could you make me drink that filth? This isn't a mutation. I could never become a witch. That would never happen to me. Oh no, please let me just wake up. I don't want to be like this. Please just wake up from this nightmare. Do you hear this, guy? I think I'm offended. Calm down. It's not like we've ever seen this before either. Not once have I ever heard of a mutation happening to anybody. At this point, all we know for sure is that your mark looks like it belongs to a witch. If you really have become a witch, you'd be able to use magic. Magic? That's true. If you have the mark with no magical powers to back it up, then you couldn't actually be a witch. There's a pretty easy way to test if you have magical powers or not, so let's try it. Honestly, would rather not know. But I'll be fine. There's no way a knight like me could actually become a witch just by drinking dragon's blood. So, do you want to find out if you really are a witch? Fine. Show me. So how do you find out if I have magical powers? It's easy. If you can fly, then you're a witch. What? It'd be faster to just show you. Karikaro, let's show him. Wait, if we both fly, he might try and make a break for it. Right, okay, watch him for a second. You got it. I have no idea what I'm doing for Karikaro's voice, alright? I'll work it out as we go. Maybe I'll watch one of the old videos. Why is she picking up the staff? I don't think she's going to attack me. But I can't let my guard down just yet. Look, you just concentrate and direct your energy, your magical power, into the staff, like this. And there's that infamous zoomed-in artwork because Sony and their censorship policies. She's floating. This is child's play for a witch. Your turn, Zephy. Well, I don't have a staff. Just give it a shot. Follow my directions and we'll be able to tell if you have magic or not. If that's the case, I'll use my sword. I think she was doing something like this. Also, apologies in advance if you hear any background noise. It's very warm today, so I got my window open. Whoa, my sword! It's floating! Oh my. What? No way. Well, what are you standing there for? Hurry and get on. Okay, here I go. Flying? I'm flying! Typical male. He just learned how to fly, now he thinks he's a hotshot. Hey, come on, it's my first time. I'm a little excited. What did you expect? You pay close attention, you idiot. This is how you fly. Whoa, she's flying so low to the ground. That must have taken so long to master. That's right, decades in fact. Now bow to me, you worm. Oh, come now, anyone can do that. Don't go acting all high and mighty. Anyone can do that? I can barely keep myself from falling off. You're so lame. What's the matter? Are you mad? Why don't you do something about it? Outfly me then, huh? I love Kariko immediately goes into the competitive side. She puts aside the whole, this is a knight who'd once tried to kill us, and immediately goes on the, oh yeah, this motherfucker wants a race, bring it. Alright, okay, you bastard, I'll let it go for now. Okay. I should be more troubled than that I'm flying, but it feels so good. Even if I have these powers now, they could be useful to the knights. This could change everything for us. Okay, we're done with our little test. It's obvious you have powers. So if you have magical powers and the mark of a witch, there's no way around it. Zephy, you're a witch. Can't believe this is happening. You felt the magic, right? Yeah. There's no going back now. No matter how much you don't like it, this is who you are. I knew it had to be said, but it hurts. Even if I could use this power to destroy all the witches, what would the knights think of me when it was over? Huh? Well, that sounds like trouble. Crap, how'd the dragons get so close? There's no time to run, we have to fight. I guess we don't have a choice. Hey, you're helping us. Did I stutter? You're healed already, right? I know you're in shock and all, but you're gonna have to protect yourself, got it? Yeah. Come on, it's still flying around. Snap out of it and get ready. I think we're done talking now, it's coming. Something that's worth mentioning was like on the main playthrough in any RPG that I've done on this channel, this is all in post commentary. This is the first thing I've done in post on my PS5, and I hope they update it soon. On PS4, you could hear the recorded audio quietly. It would automatically just tone it down a little bit so you could still hear what was going on, which made life for me so much easier when doing the voiceover stuff, the post-commentary, because I can still hear the odd things that I might need, or if I hear a good piece of music, because you know what I'm like with my video game music and how much I love it, be able to commentate on it and bring up to it. It's muted on PS5 Chef Factory. The moment you click record, it mutes all the audio. And I'm just like, make it an option or something later on, please. Dragons are able to run across the air as if it were land. Some of them swim through it like it was the sea. If you plan on staying alive, you can never let your guard down against a dragon. How did it feel? I've never been able to fight a dragon on my own before, but it felt so easy. You can thank your powers for that one. It's only possible using a witch's magic. I still can't believe it. Me, a knight of Requiem, hunter of witches. I've become a witch. Yeah, you're still calling yourself a witch hunter? They won't accept you now, you idiot, so you're better off dead. Karikaro, leave it alone. You can barely handle what he's going through right now. Whose side are you even on, Manessa? Don't forget what this bastard has done. Come on, let's go find his camp. Standard tutorials. I'm not going to be reading through these again. Like I said, the first playthrough exists for a reason. Also, it's kind of going to be a learning experience together as we go. What I mean is, I know Faria will not join your team if you go down the madness route. When you get to the point where she would, she won't be there. She won't join you because you're not stable enough to look after her. And I know the main 5 before her still join, but I don't know if they stay. If you're too crazy, will we still look out for certain characters. So it's not blind, but there's going to be elements of this that I'm going to be going into blind. So I'm kind of curious to see how this plays out. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is grinding to 15% madness at the end of this chapter, because that's just going to take forever.
Wait, what's up? Shh. Someone's coming.
That sounds like clanging armor. Could it be one of the other troops?
We need to hide.
Right.
Should I call for help? No. Maybe I should wait.
What are you doing? You're coming with us.
You will recite Chapter 2, Verse 3 of the Holy Transcripts. And begin!
Witches are filth! They will stop at nothing to destroy the future of this planet and the innocent people in it!
And how do we deal with these creatures of filth once we have captured them?
Make them repent! They will pay for their transgressions with their blood!
I've recited this so many times. I've discussed philosophies with Gran so many times.
Oh, Commander sure worked us hard today. Oh, my body's so tired it's trembling all over.
Yeah, he sure is relentless. I know you'll be tempted, but don't run your bath too hot, so you can soak for a while. Shake off the fatigue, you know?
Good tip. Thanks, man. Hey, Zephy, can I ask you something?
Do you have to ask? Spit it out.
We all have our reasons for joining the Knights, but I've always wondered, what's yours?
Dragons are responsible for taking away any happiness I ever had. So are the witches. So as soon as I was able, I got my sword and came knocking on the gate so I could do my part in taking them all down.
Wow, you've gone through a lot. For me, I come from generations of people who worship VARNIR, the holy god. I feel a little guilty. I don't have the same passion about it that you do.
Oh, come on, guilty for what? If you become a knight, your family would be so proud, wouldn't they? You're walking a noble path. The right path. You really don't need to talk down on yourself like that.
Thank you. You're right. No matter the reason, it's gonna be okay. As long as we kill the witches.
I became a knight to defeat witches. But here I am, becoming one. How ironic can fate be? Why am I being challenged like this?
Make us pay with our lives, huh? What a load of crap. Do they even know us? We never willingly attack anything besides dragons.
I know, but don't give in to it. Don't waste your energy.
But still, how many of these idiots are actually thinking for themselves?
Let's just keep moving, okay?
Okay.
These two threaten me, but never hurt me. I'm still here. Could it be they're not evil?
What are you standing around for? Move!
Right. No, it can't be. My friend, my comrade, the one that tried to capture a witch. He was almost killed. I'm sure the other troops haven't gone far. If I yell, they'll be able to hear me.
What's wrong? You're quiet. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Good. I can't have you dying on me until we get Laponette back.
I don't know what they plan to do with me, but they did save my life. I won't turn them in yet. I need to know if they really are evil.
But I gotta be honest, even if we're going down the more miserable route, and trust me, it's going to get incredibly sad as this goes on, I'm just so glad to be back in the world of Dragonstar. I know I go on it all the time, but like my top 5 games of the PS4 generation, this game's one of them. For as like questionable as some of its qualities are, I just had so much pure love and fun playing it that I genuinely rate it super goddamn high. I have so much love for this game that I always have time for it and always want to go back to it. So any excuse I have to go back for it, of course I'm going to hop on board. Even if I'm going to be approaching this run with a bit more hesitancy, because I love this cast of characters. Going through like a dark or sad ending or bad ending in the game for anything just to see what it's like is something that you either enjoy the game enough to do, so you just go for it to see what happens, or you enjoy the game so damn much that you like the cast and characters, and so it becomes painful and hesitant for you to do. And for me, it's definitely going to be the latter, because I genuinely adore this cast. Charlotta is in the intro of every video I do now, because she's one of my favorite characters in general. Like, outside of Dragonstar, she's just one of my favorite little gems of a character. I love Charlotta to pieces. I think she's a fantastic character. And so of course I'm gonna like feel sad seeing her get a less fortunate end. I'm really not too sure. If you know something, tell us. I don't know anything. Why don't you go follow them if you want to know so bad? Do I look stupid to you? You want me to leave so you can get Manessa alone? You're plotting something. Karikaro, quiet. What? What is it? I heard something. Who's ready to kill some dragons and make some more money? That sounded really close. My, what an unexpected place to find such an unexpected face. Too late to hide. You're with the Ravens. 2 witches and a knight of Requiem, huh? This is an odd group. These witches are holding you hostage, aren't they? Man, you Empire touts your knights as some elite force, but here you're being bossed around by witches by some chumps. Come on, let's take out these witches and save the little chumps from his misery. I mean, we'll have to kill him for his own good. I don't think anyone could bear to live with the shame of being a witch's prisoner. Yeah, I'd like to see you try. Let's get him. And they're gonna start flying because of the stolen dragon tech. Yeehaw! They're flying? What is this? I can sense draconic power. There's some device on their hips. That's how they're flying. They dissect dragons they kill and make weird things out of them. I had no idea this is what they were doing. This is some weird thing. It's called an enchanted tile of flight, but I'm not about to start talking to you about it. We're gonna have to fight. I'm going to help you too. Oh, come on, put that sword away. We're both protecting civilians from dragons and witches, right? We're kind of like comrades. Yeah, right. You're an enemy of the Empire and a pest to the Knights of Requiem. I should kill you right here. Oh, where are my manners? Forgive me, oh wise and noble knights. Please, save it. Well, I guess we'll just have to slaughter all of you. Makes no difference to me. Don't hold back, men. Take them all out. Watch out!
I promise I'll defeat it.
Oh boy, fighting time. The Ravens still aren't going to be much of a threat. Like, it's the same on the original playthrough. If it's not a dragon, don't worry about it. The only, like, non-dragon threat in the game is Corbera. Which is, like I said, it's the only thing you have to fight regardless of the playthrough. Because it's the very last thing you do before it cements what ending you're going into. Whether it's true, normal, or mad. And I do have an opportunity now to correct a few things from my original playthrough. In my original playthrough, I said if your madness percentage goes above the first real threshold, you're immediately locked out of the true ending. That's not actually true. I'd read that off a news source that's now since then been debunked by experimentation and people just trying different things. The actual limit is if either one of 2 conditions are broken. The first condition is your madness scale is above 75%. If it goes above 75%, it will lock you out of the true ending and the normal ending and will force you into madness. Alternatively though, if only one of the 3 children die, which if you haven't watched my original playthrough and don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I mean by say go back and watch it. I'm not going to go out of my way to over-explain everything again. But you have 3 kids you're supposed to look after basically. If you look after all of them, it helps secure the true ending. If one kid dies, not all of them, just one, you lose the true ending and go to the normal ending. If all 3 die, well, each death boosts your madness by 25%, so you're hitting 75 anyway, so, you know, you get in madness regardless.
Are you kidding? You're pathetic.
Watch out! More incoming!
Huh?
Oh, what the hell, guys? And you call yourselves ravens?
I'm sorry, sir.
Durandal!
A knight of Requiem. And what in the world are you doing with these witches?
That's none of your business.
You're all bark, aren't you, boy?
You bastards! You beat up my comrades! Sir Durandal, let's get him!
Jaiga, stand down. We're on the hunt for big fish. We don't have time for these guppies.
But sir!
All right, you bastards, let's get out of here. If you're too hurt to move, well, tough. We're leaving you behind.
Where are you going? You're not going to tell the knights about this, are you?
Do I look like a snitch? Come on. You witches aren't very bright, are you? Besides, I'm just out to take down some of your former buddies. No hard feelings, of course.
Wait for me, sir! You bastards! We'll settle this later!
And there they go.
Who was that?
Durandal, leader of the Ravens. He's killed over 10,000 dragons. That isn't an exaggeration. He's known as the Grand Dragon Killer.
10,000?
It's all he cares about. His whole life revolves around killing them. He kills them, dissects them, and creates these magical gadgets that'll help him kill even more dragons. I'm so glad he left. I don't think we would have been able to take out Durandal.
Our former buddies. I don't like that.
What a bastard. I hope he gets eaten.
The dragons are raised in the body of a witch, and are born by eating through their stomachs. Witches see dragons as killers, but Durandal sees them as one and the same.
So we have the Knights of Requiem and the Ravens to look out for. I'm worried about Laponet. We need to hurry.
Yeah, let's move.
Hey, who made you the leader?
Oh god, I completely forgot about that guy. With the super deep voice. Oh no! Sir Durandal, are you sure about this? Huh? The hell are you talking about? They already did a number on our men, sir. How can you just let them go like that? Are you seriously bitching to me about this? I'm not their keeper. A man is responsible for setting his own score. For survival of the fittest, it might as well be a sin to be weak in a world like this. I've worked so long to get here, and now I'm exactly where I want to be. Me, an orphan, used to cry every night for his mommy. Well, but, sir... Come on, men! Let's do this! Oh, wait for me, sir. I completely forgot about that motherfucker and the voice I gave him. Like, as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh no, I know the voice I gave him. Oh no! I genuinely damaged my throat. Not severely, mind you, but I did damage it and give myself a sore throat for quite a while after the Let's Play, the last time I did it. So I'll still do the gravel, but I'm gonna tone it back a lot more than I did in the original playthrough because I genuinely tore my throat to shreds doing Durandal's voice last time. My throat's not used to it. This specific encounter, I've learned, is exactly the same every single time. This specific enemy. And the reason why I know that is where I was practicing and working out how I'm going to be grinding up the Madness run. This was the encounter I went to because it's pretty quick to get you killed. There's another one that's also, I'm 99% sure is the exact same as well, and it's the very first normal enemy you can fight in this area, which might be slightly quicker, but it's only 2 enemies instead of 3, so I'm not sure. Like, it depends if those 2 enemies are stronger than these 3. So they're definitely stronger than these frog things. Which, because we're starting on a fresh save and not doing NG+, we have to, you know, do this again. What's also interesting, I can talk about New Game Plus since I've now officially gone through it once to learn what it does. The biggest thing it does, if you've got the true ending and then go into New Game Plus, it will freeze the kids' hunger. If you go into New Game Plus and you don't want to worry about rushing a large chunk of the game because you need to look after the kids, you don't have to. Because you've got the true ending once, it won't force anything on you. It won't time limit you. You can do a casual playthrough at your own pace and not care about the kids once, and their mood will stay happy, and you won't have to feed them anything. They will stay perfectly fine. The only things that don't carry over are plot-based things and dungeon progression. Everything else does, and like I said, it locks in the kids. So I think that's actually like a genuinely good little idea that they did, that they didn't have to do. So if you want to get a different ending in the Madness one, you have to deliberately do it. You have to overfeed the kids to make them go berserk. Which I was just like, that's really cool. I like that detail. I like that piece. Just like in my original playthrough, I'll be using the base equipment in the game. The only thing I'll be using is the DLC accessories. But I'm tempted to go without them at certain points. Because it's on hard mode, there are certain fights I expect to be, well, you know, harder. And I want to kind of go in with just the base equipment when we get to it, just to see how much harder it can be. Because there's already a few parts later on that I'm sort of dreading. Like the underground, when you're underground the city, that dungeon much later on in this journey. Because Feria won't be with us, we won't be able to get floor immunity. So we will have to go through it and just tank the damage. You can like circumvent and circle around very slowly. It just stretches out the length of the dungeon considerably if you do that.
might.
But it also means we're back to grinding and trying to weaken dragons to devour them so we can get more powers, like the usual routine, because we're not an NG+. You do carry over every dragon in NG+ as well, so if you're after true 100% in the bestiary, you can NG+, go for the different endings and get everything else. Because like I said, there's a unique boss, which as much as I'm tempted, and if you've watched the true ending and you see how it plays out, and if you just imagine what that scenario would have been like if one of the 3 kids weren't there, like, so if you go for the madness ending, it's not going to matter anyway. But on the normal ending, if only one, like, if all 3 kids aren't there to work out what they usually work out, certain events in that later chunk and that final act are going to obviously play differently. So you might be able to work out who that boss is, but I still don't want to spoil it until we eventually do it, which, like I said, will probably be the very last thing I'll do. What I'm tempted to do, actually, and it's going to sound like overly sentimental and soppy as hell, but what I'm very tempted to do is, after I've done the madness playthrough and the normal end, just do one last, like, send-off video for this project of me just going through the true ending again. Just the true ending, not the true playthrough, obviously, just the true ending with the Charlotte epilogue. Just because I feel like I would have earned it.
Why do the Ravens seem so different from the Knights?
Because they are. The Knights of Requiem are an elite task force dedicated to hunting witches and work directly with the Empire. The Ravens have no loyalty to anyone and are just delinquents who happen to share the Empire's vision of eliminating dragons.
I see.
Did you really not know this? You were talking to them like you knew them.
I've run into them a few times out in the woods, but I've never actually spoken to them before. I have a contact who's mentioned that the Ravens just use people for their own personal gain. They really do seem like a bunch of lowlifes.
Wait, hold on. You have a contact who's connected to the Ravens?
Well, in a manner of speaking. They're connected to a lot of groups. They sell information they learn to anyone who wants to buy it.
That sounds so crooked. Do you think it's wise to have someone like that around?
Well, sure. But I don't think a single person in Varniria actually trusts him. We only tell him information we're okay with leaking. And I'm sure he's able to keep some secrets to himself. It would be pretty bad for his business otherwise.
I see. Well, if that's the nature of his business, he must know what he's getting himself into.
Yeah, definitely. Otherwise, I'm sure his head would be separated from his body by now.
Hey, you two! Someone's coming.
Oh, hello there.
She's a witch, right? Is she the one you're looking for?
No. I don't know who this is.
What? So she's not a witch? It's too dangerous for her to be out here. We need to take her back to town.
Huh? What are you talking about? We don't have time for that.
But...
Karikaro said she didn't know her, but that doesn't mean she's not a witch. Hey, can I ask you a question? Looking at your hair and that outfit, you're a witch, right? Who are you?
Ah, it makes sense now.
Hey, what the hell?
Well, I guess you didn't need me, huh? I'll get going then.
What was that all about?
No idea.
How dare she just ignore me like that? Next time I see her, I'm gonna kill her.
It seems like she kept her promise. Who could have imagined that he would be walking the forest with the witches? It's a little different from the scenario we imagined, but I guess it works. The time has finally arrived for the next chapter of history to be woven.
But for people who have watched the first playthrough, now knowing what we know of Charlotta, that opening scene where you first introduced to her, I find a lot more interesting. Look, because I'm going to spoil this bit for the original playthrough, so if you haven't watched it, again, like I said, I can't stress enough, watch it, because I'm going to be talking about the true playthrough here and there as we go through to compare. We later find out that Charlotta was actually working with Corbera to isolate Zephy to see if we could get him to be a witch. Charlotta was originally going to go find Zephy and try and do something to encourage him on to be it, but then by the time she caught up to Zephy to even try, he had already awakened because of Manessa and Karikara accidentally. So she just went, oh, okay, that worked out, and backed off. Which is kind of interesting that she had already set up to isolate and painfully do this to Zephy when you consider the ending I went for and the ending that I think makes the most sense and will defend to the death. As much as Zephy and Manessa is a cute couple, the one that makes the most sense in plot and symbolism is Charlotta. The fact that Zephy and Charlotta end up a couple, despite how that's starting, the humor's not lost on me. The irony's not lost. But that being said, it's about time for us to wrap up because this video is already 40 minutes long. So next time on Dragonstar Varnir, we'll continue our pursuit of the Knights of Requiem to find Laponet. But until then, you guys take care now. Peace.